WABY, Albany. Shapiro Jewelers invite you to listen now to the roving radio reporter with Forrest Willis.
Hello, everyone. Well, here's your roving radio reporter today with what I feel is the most unique broadcast I have ever done in 19 years of radio. And one of the easiest, I might say, because today I'm right here at my own Thanksgiving dinner. Where's my wife? I've never had my wife on the air either. Hello, hon.
Hello,
Gee,
dear.
it's great. Oh, and I got the baby right in my lap.
Right in my lap.
Hello, darling.
No.
How are you?
Fine.
That's my little 2-year-old girl for all of you folks listening. Will you tell everybody your name? Tell me your name, will you?
Oh, what is your name?
What's your name?
Barbara Jane Willis.
Well, of course, Barbara Jane Willis. That's the way it comes over here. I don't know whether it's coming over or not. This is kind of a nice Thanksgiving, isn't it?
I'll say it is.
You bet it is. And I want to get Barbara here. Would you sing a song for me, darling? Hmm?
I think you
Would,
will.
would you sing Chicory Chick? Huh? Well, that was just grand. I never thought she'd do that on the air, folks. I'm honest about it because she is only 2 years old. Do you know where you live, Bobby?
I live down to 10 Fleetwood.
20 Fleetwood, that's right.
Did I find Fleetwood?
20 Fleetwood, yeah. Could you sing another song for me?
Yes.
What? What would you sing?
I can sing Down Duck.
Donald Duck?
Yes.
Well, let me hear
Down
it.
Duck.
Donald Duck, huh? Okay, any more you want to sing?
Down Duck.
Okay, I heard about Donald.
Donald Duck.
Well, that's right. That's right on the air, and how. And now I'd like to get over here to a great big fella. You come on up here and stand, but he's almost as big as I am. You know, I'm going to tell you a little bit about this fella. I'm kind of proud of him, but he does not like the name Forrest. He calls himself F. Lawrence Willis, but still he is Forrest. Hi, Larry.
Oh, I'm all right.
12 years old, aren't you?
Yeah, going on 13.
Well, I'm kind of proud of you, and you better tell the folks what school you go to.
Oh, I go to the Ascension Institute.
What is this I hear about a basketball team or something over there, fella?
Oh, well, I don't know how to play basketball very
No?
well. And in fact, I don't know how to play, but
But you're going to do what?
I'm going to manage the team.
You're going to manage the team.
Yeah.
Well, boy, that ought to be some management. How old are these fellas you're going to manage?
Oh, about my size or smaller.
Uh-huh.
Large.
Can you think of some of the boys' names, Larry, that are going to be on that team?
Thomas McEnany.
Yeah. What's this pal's name of yours you're always telling me about?
Oh, Pete Conway.
Yeah, Pete Conway. Does he
Yeah.
play on the team, too?
Yeah, I think he's on. I'm not sure.
Uh-huh. How would you like to be a radio announcer, hon?
Well, I don't know. I'd rather be a
Yeah,
sports writer for
a sports
paper.
writer, huh?
Yeah.
We'll get a hold of Charlie Young of the Knickerbocker News, and
Yeah.
I think you do some swell jobs on those cartoons. You like to draw, don't you?
No, sure.
You bet. And what's the latest now? You're putting out a newspaper too, aren't you, for the school?
Yeah, I'm putting out a newspaper entitled the 7A News Bug.
The 7A News Bug, huh? Well, Larry, you've been great on here, and this is the first time I've ever had you on here in a long, long time, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, way back.
Are you hungry?
Oh, boy.
I'm starving, too. Well, okay, and now here is another big boy of mine. You're introduced to the whole family today, and he's kind of a swell boy, too. Will you tell him your name, honey?
Keith Willis.
Keith Willis. You talk a little bit louder, won't you, dear? And tell him how old you are.
5.
5. You know, down to Albany Academy, where you go to school, they teach you a little grace. You know what I mean by that? A little prayer. And when we get to our Thanksgiving dinner, which is going to be in about 3 minutes now, you're going to say the grace this noon. Would you say it on the microphone for Daddy, just like you say it? Go ahead.
We thank the Lord for this our food and rain and sunny weather. Thank the Lord for happy hearts and out here together. Amen.
Amen. Well, that is grand, sonny boy. You know who told me about that?
Oh.
Well, Mr. Harold Smith, who is the manager of WABY, and he said you get Keith to say the grace because he's learned it down in the buttery at Albany Academy. His boy goes down there, too, you see? Now, just to show off my youngsters today, it's the first time I've had a chance. There's a little song I want you to sing. I want you to sing it better than Barbara sang Chicory Chick. What do you say, fellow, will you? The one about the turtle there? Go ahead.
There was a little turtle. He lived in a box. He swam in a puddle and climbed on the rocks. He snapped at a mosquito. He snapped at a flea. He snapped at the minnow. And he snapped at... He got the mosquito. He got the flea. He got the minnow, but he didn't catch me.
Oh, that was grand. That was swell, honey. You don't mind talking on this microphone, do you?
Yeah.
No? You're going to be a radio announcer, honey?
Yeah.
Yes? And you're having a good time today?
Yeah.
Well, you've been grand, darling, and thank you a lot. Well, folks, that just about brings us around to the conclusion of our broadcast. You see, the time does go very fast. We've been up here, for you folks who tuned in late, at my other mother's home for Thanksgiving. We found from our broadcast yesterday that so many people go out every Thanksgiving, but that's the old American way of all the families getting together. It's happened since the Pilgrims way, way back. And if you hear any noises, you want the dolly to talk, honey? Huh? Well, what do you want her to say, dear?
She can't talk.
She can't talk because she's got lipstick on?
Yes.
Huh? Is that it?
Yes.
Yes. Well, okay, you see what you can get her to say. You want to tell her about North Hero?
No, Theo.
North Hero. Well, that's my little 2-year-old butting in on me. Honestly, though, folks, we have plenty to be thankful for today. Peace has come to our country. Our country has been spared, really, the ravages of war. Once again, our loved ones are either coming home or they are home again. To those boys who will not come home, those who gave their lives, we certainly owe plenty of thanks. That is the sadness of this Thanksgiving and peacetime. And we should be thankful for the type leaders that we've had during the war and the leaders right now during the peace. And certainly, above all, we should give thanks to God for all the blessings in our midst on this Thanksgiving of 1945.